Hello and welcome to everything you need to know about Major League Balatro Season 3. So, in this season, we have added 4 new creators for a total of 20, with all 16 from Season 2 returning. We are going to continue with the 2-division format as we enter into the league structure portion of this video. In each week, each player during the regular season will have one singular match. You're going to play everybody in your division one time. The top 6 from each division are going to make the playoffs. Top 2 in each division actually get a bye for the first round in the first week of playoffs, while players 3 through 6 in each division will be playing in that first round of the playoffs. The quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals are in the second week. Week 1 is February 9th. Do not forget it. And that regular season is going to end, I believe, April 11th, with the playoffs starting April 13th, and the finals being held on Sunday, April 26th. So let's unveil these brand new divisions as we are finally mixing things up in Major League Balatro when it comes to divisions. The Onyx division is going to be headlined by Season 2 champion Bean. It is also featuring Season 1 champion Roffle. We have newcomer Vagabond, who is definitely not new to the multiplayer Balatro scene, one of the best out there. Edsy, Feinberg, Gothic, Nandre, C-Dubs, aka Pico, aka Ouija Dubs. We also have Nemo, another new creator to Major League Balatro, and Nito returning for her 3rd season. So a stacked division with 3 of the new creators actually in this one. Feinberg, who is new to the Onyx division, new to Major League Balatro, actually won the tag team event that Murphy OBV put on with Bean. And Feinberg cleaned the floor with many Major League Balatro competitors. So this division is looking very challenging. We now move on to the Bloodstone division, where we have last year's runner-up in DrSpectred, myself, Zeno, Blenospare, Raren, Halion, Malf, Fur, Scooty, and our newcomer for the Bloodstone division, Sizak, another very good multiplayer creator and player in the Balatro community, and of course HC Justin, making his return for his 2nd season in Major League Balatro. So these are the divisions. Remember, the top 6 make the playoffs, with the top 2 getting a bye. This is kind of how the National Football League used to do their playoffs before they expanded recently. And I really like this format because it means even if you're at the top of the division going into the later weeks, there's still a lot to play for because you want to get that bye. And with 6 members of the 10-team division making it to the playoffs, I think every single week is going to matter, and everyone's going to be in it till the very end. Now let's go over how the game structure is going to work. And if you need a refresher about how multiplayer works, we're going to save that for the very end. So, game structure. Each regular season match is 3 games. 1 point for, and how the standings work is you receive 1 point for a game win, 1 point for a match win. We are changing up how decks and stake choices work during the regular season. This year, a deck and stake of the week will be selected each Sunday for game 1. So, every Sunday, I'm going to spin a wheel of decks, spin a wheel of stakes, and we're going to have a random one. It could be purple stake, black deck. It could be white stake, ghost deck. Who knows? But that will be the game 1 selection for every single regular season game in that week. Then, for games 2 and 3 of the matches, the loser selects either the deck or the stake for the next game, while the winner chooses whatever remaining element. So, if we play our game 1 and I lose to Doc, I then get to choose either the deck or the stake. Doc will select the remaining element. Then whoever loses that game 2 will get to select first for game 3, and so on. The playoffs are best of 5, with the higher seed getting their first choice in games 1, 3, and 5. The lower seed getting their first choice in 2 and 3. This year in the playoffs, there's no repeating decks or stakes at all. So once white stake has been played and once a certain deck has been played, you can't pick those again. I think this will create quite a bit of variance. You will never see 2 of the same decks. You're never going to see 2 of the same stakes in an entire best of 5 matchup. And just a reminder, for those of you who are maybe newer to Balatro, newer to multiplayer Balatro, how PvP Balatro works. Both players are playing on the same exact seed. Boss binds after Ante 1 are replaced with PvP rounds, where the lower score between the two players loses a life. You start out with 4 lives. The first one to hit 0 lives loses the game. When you lose to a small or big blind or the boss blind in Ante 1, you do lose a life. The vanilla rule set is what we're going to be using for this one. There has been a slight tweak to the vouchers. We are using the order for vouchers. This is just to make it a little bit more fair in what vouchers show up for each players. We can get into this discussion on stream sometime. It's a little complicated, but at the end of the day, for the viewer, not much is going to change. Just know that I think the voucher fairness is going to be more there for Season 3. We do play with a timer. If the timer reaches 0 the first time, nothing happens. But every time it hits 0 after that, you do receive a life loss. So a little bit of a buffer there, but we need the timer to make sure that games stay at a reasonable pace. And that's how multiplayer works. There are a lot of little niches in multiplayer, such as whoever has less points in a PvP, right, has to play the next hand, so you don't just sit there forever, because obviously you want to reveal as little information to your opponent as possible in PvP. There's a lot more that we can get into on stream, but I think this is, generally speaking, everything you need to know about the league structure, the game structure, and the multiplayer structure of Major League Balatro Season 3. But let me know down in the comments any questions you have. Legitimately, any question you have down below, I will try and get to it. I think we can end this video with a couple of announcements. The fantasy game will be coming back. I'll be revealing the fantasy platform next week, and we'll be opening it up for registrations. It's going to be very similar to the format we used last year. We are going to have our Sunday recap videos, although they may look a little bit different. And then we have a ton of announcements coming soon, some of which are surrounding merch and partnerships, some surrounding just like little events that we're putting on. So stay tuned for that, and visit MajorLeagueBalatro.com to get all the information you need. Disco has done a fantastic job building this website, and it truly can be your one-stop shop to get everything you need to know about the standings, the schedule, the scores, the stats, the about, get links to merch, get links to the stream, get links to social. Like, you can really participate your viewership experience completely just through MajorLeagueBalatro.com. So check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you for the next one very soon.